where did we begin? Hello, everybody. Where did we begin? So I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday of last week, and I had to start doing my challenges. I said to myself, you know what? At the very least, I want that sick as hell prismatic character effect. It looks awesome, and I think that this league of all leagues, 40 out of 40, is one of the most achievable, absolutely possible, and I want to get 40 out of 40 again. I am a little bit, I like doing my challenges. I got some 40 out of 40s in my past, but I also do have my pile of shame right here. We don't talk about the pile of shame. Rog is the keeper of the pile of shame, and we don't look at that. But I have been guilty of getting a few 40 out of 40s in my past, and this league is one of the easiest, easily one of the easiest 40 out of 40s. If you are interested in your Eagle Totem at any point in your life, this is probably the easiest, unless it gets easier in the future, but this is the easiest I've ever seen. And so I'm going to do 40 out of 40. And so I was going through my challenges last week, Tuesday or Wednesday, and I started, you know, I usually play like the first 2 to 3 weeks, and I don't even look at the challenges, which, you know, probably is not the best thing for someone who likes to do challenges. But yeah, I went down here and I was looking through all of them. Like, yeah, I haven't even equipped a prismatic jewel yet. And I saw that I had to do every single recipe. And actually, it looked just about this on Tuesday. I don't think I've done a single new one. And I saw I haven't done Innocence touched, Kitava touched, or Shikari touched yet. And so I Googled it and I found this post. Now it says mathematically proving. This is not an official mathematical proof. It is just like a statistical plot. But it does give us some interesting data here that what I find the most interesting is that it is saying the best combo for potential number of exalt. This is min-maxing exalt drops. That is the entire goal here, exalt drops. It is Innocence. All of these assume Innocence with Brine King, Kitava, and Abrath. Funny enough, just slightly below that is Brine King, Treant Horde, and Abrath, which is way easier to make. But we are not making that recipe. We are, you know, we're going big. I mean, we're already home, but we're going big anyway. And so we're going to do this recipe. And so what we did is there is a cool little website here called craniumviolence.github.io right here. Nice little website that helps you figure out what the recipes are, kind of gather what you're doing, figure all that out. And so you can type Innocence Touch here. Innocence right here. You can click that, and then it'll have a pop-up showing you all of the drops that you need and all of the pieces that go into it, et cetera, et cetera. And then you can like click on a specific one and see the pieces that go into that. And then Kitava, which Kitava is made out of Tukohama, which is made out of these, and Abrath, which is these, and Corruptor, and Corpse Detonator. And what else do we got here? And then, yeah, Kitava, and then we had to make an additional Abrath on top of that. So we had to make 2 Abrath touched, which is 5 ingredients total. So yeah, all things told, we're at like 50 plus ingredients total that we had to pick up, combine in the right way. And if you were watching the stream at all in the past few days, until this morning, this thing was filled to the brim, and trying to sort this and trying to move these things around and trying to organize it, like, this is like, okay. It's okay. But like, Aval, we need like stacking. We need a way that we can easily sort this and put like nice ones out of the way. We need to be able to, like, there's a lot of stuff. GGG clearly is not going to work on this anymore. The only thing that I can say is I hope that Archnemesis probably doesn't go core, at least like this. This is an absolute nightmare as soon as you start getting, so it was like, okay, when I was just running the Temporal Bubble, Treant Horde rejuvenating, you know, Assassin rejuvenating. But as soon as I wanted to start making some bigger ones into like a big combo, it became an absolute nightmare. We're talking, so yeah, it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. We're talking a solid 3 days of farming. Solid 3 days of farming. And like some of the pieces just, you know, it uses a lot of Frenzied. If you want to do something like this, Frenzied was absolutely the limiter. So pick up every single one. If you're even remotely interested in this recipe, pick up every single Frenzy that you see, because that was the big one. That was the big limiter there. And yeah, so this UI is an absolute nightmare for doing any bigger recipe. It's okay for doing smaller ones, but yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And so I just kept alt-tabbing, going back and forth, opening this up. I had a little notepad that I brought up, and I was writing what I was looking for. I got it right here. Yeah. So I was writing what I was looking for. There is a correlation. I did enough of these, running these maps and all that. It's a small correlation between the map that you run and the thing that you find, the mods that you find. And we can see this by going to the specific ones in PoEDB. And someone just, it's all hearsay, but they actually have the modifiers themselves and where they're likely to drop. And I think that this is, yeah, here we go. This is really just, my instinct here is just based on the mods on the monsters, and some monsters are more likely to have certain mods, like Bone Breaker. Every time I got a Bone Breaker, it was from a skeleton. So any map that has a skeleton probably has a higher chance of getting Bone Breaker. But I think the number one thing to do is run very, very high monster variety. You can run one map. You can get every single mod in a single map, but it's about the monster variety, the mods on the map. So Elk and Go, vol your maps, get as many mods as possible on there,
pew, pew, pew.
and like absolutely go, high monster variety, throw everything on there, Bloodlines, Beyond Nemesis, etc. And you just have like so many potential mods in the pool that you're gonna get it. But then you can go to PoEDB here and kind of branch out and like find the things that you're really looking for. So anyway, that's the setup. It took 3 full days of farming to get this ready. It's an absolute nightmare unless I get if we think about this, like 3 full days of farming. Now I was mapping and doing other things, but if I think about the amount of hassle, let's say at least a solid hour of hassle, right? Of slowing down my mapping and focusing on this, writing things down in Notepad, right? And if I expect that my regular mapping profit is somewhere between, somewhere in the 4 to 6 exalt range, then if I lost an hour of efficient mapping doing this strategy instead of just mapping and ignoring Archnemesis, then if I don't get at least 4 exalts, I'm actually just gonna feel kind of like, well, that's a waste of my time. Now, if you like doing this and all that, of course, go for it. But I'm going to need at least 4 exalts to feel like really good about it. And if I don't get at least 2 to 3 exalts, then I'm just going to say, and I've had a lot of people in chat actually say that they only got like 50 chaos. I've seen a number of people report that. Some people said they got, 2, 3. I've seen pictures of 2 and 3 exalts. But yeah, if it's like 50 chaos, considering it's a full hour of absolute hassle, potentially more than that, right? Because I actually spent time away from the computer thinking about it and writing things down. So anyway, there's no way that I'm going to get my money back for my time, but we're going to do this. So just in case, what I'm going to do is a strand that has a nice little 69% quant, not particularly scary. It's going to be higher than that because I do have the full hat for 30% on top of that. And then I'm going to run with 3 sack fragments to give me 15% more quant on top of that. And in addition, I'm going to do infused domination here because I am a shrine gamer, and I'm going to do infused domination to absolutely juice up my character as much as possible to have it the smallest risk possible for when I kill these monsters. And I'm a little scared because this is 3 days of farming and a lot of work, and we'll see if my character can even do it and if I brick it. Let's go. Oh, not gonna lie, a little nervous. Let me show you. Do I got everything? Oh no, we gotta put in Ice Crash. So what I wanna do is I wanna hit these shrines really quickly, pop in the first guy, kill him, next shrines, go, and I wanna go in a straight line and do this as efficiently as possible. All right, now I'm gonna get as many shrines as I can. before I do the last one. And get my flask charges back up. I think there was another one up here. Okay. All right. Oh, we got the fun shrine. That's huge, actually. Goat or Rockman? We'll do goat. Okay.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Okay. Almost dead. Almost dead. See if we can pop this off.
My mana is gone.
There we go. That's it. That was the culmination. The culmination of 3 full days of farming for the absolute giga big boy, absolute huge billion piece recipe. 1 exalt, 2 divines, 15 chaos, and a bunch of small garbage. Well, there we go. There we go. Investing 3 full days of farming. Like, I was in maps, right? Like, it wasn't like the full opportunity cost. It's like not a full opportunity cost, right?
Pew pew pew.
Yo, Sunflory, thanks for follow, right? Like, not a huge opportunity cost. I estimate between 1 and 2 hours of extra effort and headache put in there. But, like, I earned more than 1.5 exalts in 2 hours of work, right? Yeah. So, and then, yeah, we have more people saying they got 40C, 50C. I've seen, like, at least a dozen people have reported they've gotten, less than an exalt. Yeah. So, can confirm, absolutely not worth. Absolutely not worth. I will not be doing this again. Thanks, Archnemesis. Enjoy all the fish. Math is a lie. Yeah.